Welcome to the Washington Council for High School College Relations Virtual College Planning Day. Thank you very much for joining us. Before we get started with our presentation, just a few quick housekeeping items to go over. The first is that attendees are welcome and certainly encouraged to ask questions to any of the panelists at any time utilizing the Q&A feature. You can pose your question to a specific panelist, or you can ask a general question to any and all of the panelists. Also, just a reminder that your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists will not be able to see or hear you. And about 1 week from today, a recording of this session will be available on that same registration website. Without further ado, I'd like to go ahead and turn it over to our first panelist, which will be from Clark College.
Wonderful, thank you. It's very nice to be here virtually presenting today on behalf of Clark College. My name is Abby Thompson. I use she, her pronouns. I work for entry services at Clark, so my job is to help students through the enrollment process, answer their questions about programs, and help them get started. So you are always free to reach out to me if you have any questions, and feel free to put questions in that Q&A chat so we can connect with you today. I am also a Penguin myself. I attended Clark College and got a transfer degree, an Associates of Arts transfer degree, and then transferred to Portland State University, where I finished out my bachelor's degree program. And I am very proud to be a Penguin. A little bit about Clark College. We are a community college located in Vancouver, Washington, just across the bridge from Portland, Oregon. We have about 12,000 students enrolled each quarter on our campus, and our tuition is about $4,000 a year for in-state students. This is about half the cost of a Washington State four-year institution, which is one of the reasons many students choose to go the community college route before they go into their career or transfer to a university. Our class size looks at about 20 to 25 students. So even though we are a very large community college with a nice, big, beautiful campus, you still also get that more intimate one-on-one connection with your fellow students and faculty members, which personally for me was a great experience and a great transition into the college environment. We also have a few different campus locations. Our main campus is 101 acres close to downtown Vancouver. It's really beautiful and park-like. We've got cherry blossom trees all over. We also have a location on the east side of Vancouver called the Columbia Tech Center location, as well as a designated Clark College building on the Washington State University Vancouver campus in Vancouver. We partner with them on a lot of things, and a lot of our health occupation students attend classes there. So what can you study at Clark? Well, as a community college, we offer a lot of different programs. Most of them take about 2 years or less to complete for full-time students, but we also do have a few bachelor degree programs. The majority of our programs break into two main sections. We have professional technical programs and then academic and transfer degree programs. Those professional technical programs are meant to prepare students for careers in the workforce. They're typically shorter certificate or associate degree options and take about 1 to 2 years to complete and lead into some great high demand jobs. And we do offer some bachelor degree programs to come off of those as well at Clark College. The other option is those transfer degrees. So that's what I did. I spent 2 years at Clark getting an associate's degree and then transferred to a university to finish out the rest of my degree there. In addition to those things, we also offer some high school completion, GED prep, and English as a second language classes at a really low cost. How can you get involved at Clark? So we do not have on-site living on our campus as a community college. Our students live in the community. So they might be with their families or living with friends or in their own homes with their own families. But there's still tons of ways to get involved and be a part of our community. We have a robust athletics program at Clark. Our mascot is the Penguins, and we're all very proud to be Penguins. Our athletics program includes baseball, softball, basketball, cross country, soccer, track and field, volleyball, and then intramurals, which are more drop-in community-based sports teams where you're not necessarily going out and competing. Our athletics program also includes things like scholarships, and it competes with other local community colleges. If you're interested in getting involved there, if you just Google Clark College Athletics, it'll pull up our athletics webpage where you can fill out their inquiry form, or you're welcome to reach out to me after this presentation. We also have a lovely student life and events program on our campus. You can get involved in a number of different ways, either with one of our 50 active clubs, or maybe you want to go join a group that's going hiking, or maybe you want to join one of our cultural events on campus, like our powwow. There's always something to do, and there's something for every student, whether that be maybe an art talk, or we bring in comic book artists on campus and they do panels for our writers and our artists. We also do movie screenings and have a very active diversity center that programs many workshops and ways for our students to get connected on campus. And getting started at Clark, if you are looking for a college now and ready to get going, maybe you are a high school senior, or perhaps you are a running start student considering Clark College as your next step. Well, we can help you do that. The first step is to apply, whether you are a senior or running start student. It's the same application. We will send you a welcome email welcoming you to campus. We accept all students. We have open admissions at Clark College, so there's no specific GPA requirement or essay to complete. If you apply, we will accept you. After that, you'll complete placement so that we can determine what English and math level you'll start at. You'll complete an orientation to get acquainted with our campus, and then you can register for classes. We'll start registering for summer and fall 2021 on May 19th for all new students. This is a very quick presentation, so I can't go into every single little thing, but if you're interested in exploring more of our programs at Clark, I highly recommend you check out our virtual program preview days. We have 2 more coming up in the next couple weeks, so jump on that and hear more about things like our health occupations programs. If you're a nursing student, we have an awesome nursing program at Clark, and we'd love to tell you more about it. If you are a high school senior and you're looking for some help getting started, you can jump into our Launchpad to College program. These are short virtual events where students can go from application to registering for classes. And we also include a campus tour that will not be virtual, it will be in person on our campus. We're very excited to start bringing people back slowly but surely at Clark. That is the information I have about Clark College for you today. Please do not forget to put any questions in the Q&A. We would love to answer those for you, and we'll be following up with you after today so that you can connect with us personally if you'd like. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of your presentations.
Thank you very much, Clark College. I just want to reiterate what was just stated. If you do have any questions about majors, admissions processes, clubs, etc., please do feel free to drop them into the Q&A. But up next, we're going to move to Washington State University.
Hello, let me share my screen with you all. There we go. So I'm representing Washington State University. I'm an admissions counselor. My name is Renine Royer, and I serve as Southwest Washington and all of Oregon. I would love to connect with you if you're in my area, but I'm so grateful today that I get to do one of my favorite things, which is sharing with you about my campus. You guys, you have so many different options for colleges. So I feel like my job is to differentiate WSU and Pullman and see how we're different from other campuses and how we might be a good match for you, or if we are a good match. So one of the different things about us is that we are in a college town in Eastern Washington, a town called Pullman. It's about 6 miles to 8 miles from the Idaho border, but it's about a 5 to 6 hour drive from Seattle or Portland area. So since I'm in Southwest Washington, a lot of the students from my area that go, they tell me the best thing about our campus is that we are 6 hours away from mom and dad. So if you want that in-state experience where you just pay in-state tuition, but yet be a little bit farther away, so mom and dad can't just like drive up I-5 and come and ruin your weekend or something, then we might be a good option for you. We do have a QR code on this slide, so you're welcome to scan with your phone, and it'll link you to a page where you can get more information about our university. One of the best ways that you can connect with us is to find out who your personal admission counselor is. You go to rep.wsu.edu. That's rep.wsu.edu, and you'll find your email and phone number for your personal admission counselor. And we love to work with you. That's our job. We love to walk with you through the admission process. So one of the fun things about our campus, and you guys, I don't know how to say this without sounding like I'm bragging, so I'm just going to say it. I think we're very pretty. Here's an aerial shot of our campus. I love the green trees, the brick buildings. We have the beautiful rolling green hills in the background. We're part of the scenic Palouse region in Washington. And we're over 100 years old, and you can see we have some really unique, interesting architecture on campus. The one you see in the front here is called Thompson Hall. I always think of it as like Hogwarts. It looks like a castle building to me. But then right next to it, we have state-of-the-art classrooms with all the modern amenities you could think of. We are a college town, so I'm going to give you. And I love this picture of our town. In the city of Pullman and the campus are very interrelated. And you can see that by this is not on campus. This is in the city of Pullman, and they have our logo, which is the cougar head. You can see it behind me here. The cougar head painted in the middle of the street in town. So the town and the college, very interrelated. If you go into Safeway in town, it has our logo built into the tiles of both entranceway and Safeway. If you walk into Super Walmart, you see college gear from ceiling to floor. So the town and the college are very interrelated. When you walk around, about 2/3 of the population in Pullman are college students. So it's a very friendly, open community, because more than likely when you run into people, it's going to be another college student or someone who works at the university. We are a top tier research institution. That means all of our professors have 2 jobs. One job is to teach you, and the other job is to do original cutting edge research in their area of expertise. Our average teacher to student ratio is 16:1. So even though we're large, we have over 20,000 students with all the amenities you would expect from a large institution. You also can get that personalized attention. One of the amenities we have is free busing. You guys, you just flash your Cougar card, hop on the bus and go anywhere in town for free. We have free bicycles that you can borrow and just ride around town or ride over to Idaho if you want to. Lots of fun things. We have over 200 areas of study. You guys, we can get you started in almost any career you can think of. And I think that's something that sets us apart from some other universities, is we have so many options. So just some of the things that we're very well known for, anything in the animal field. Oh my gosh, you guys, we have the only school of veterinary medicine in the whole state of Washington. And we have all the pre-vet majors to lead into that, and lots of animal experiences that you can have on campus. In fact, one of the young men I recruited, his part-time job was feeding the baby cows on campus. So we also have psychology is our largest undergraduate field. You can get up to your PhD in that major. Our fastest growing major is criminal justice and criminology. We have all the engineering majors you can think of: electrical, mechanical, civil, computer, software, biochemical, just anything in the engineering field. We're great for that as well. Math, statistics, astrophysics. We have our own planetarium on campus, and we have our own observatory where we look at the stars. I mean, just on and on. We just have so many fields. We're top nursing program in the state of Washington. We have our own medical school, school of pharmacy. So if you want it, more than likely we have it. But then some people will say, well, you're in Pullman, it's a small town. What is there to do? Oh my gosh, you guys, we have so many things. My favorite that we have is called Up All Night. And it's a fun, free activity we do in our central gathering place, which is called the Cub, is Compton Union Building. We open up the Cub until 1 o'clock in the morning and have fun, free things for you to do. Last time I went, we had 2 things going. One was a free magician show, and the other was a free mask making class where all the art supplies are paid for. So you just grab your friend, walk over the Cub, and have your fun for free. We also have a rec center. You guys, it's free to students. Again, you just flash your Cougar card, walk in. It is the nicest rec center I personally have ever seen in my entire life. 2 stories tall. has an indoor track, 4 indoor basketball courts, indoor rock climbing wall, soccer court, volleyball court, racquetball court, and my favorite is indoor Olympic-sized swimming pool. So there's so many things to do. We have free concerts, we have low-cost concerts, dances, over 400 clubs and organizations. Oh, I want to tell you about my favorite one. It's called the Raptor Club. It's where people from the public will find an injured bird and bring it to the center, and it's only students, no staff people. The students nurture the birds back to health and release them into the wild. And then if the bird is too injured, like one is blind, another one is has only half a wing, then the students will take care of the birds for life. And if the bird is very gentle, they will take the bird out to local elementary schools to teach children about wildlife. Isn't that so cool? That's just one of our clubs that we have. We have clubs for everything. We have culturally based clubs. My favorite in that category is we have physical locations, multicultural centers, student centers, where you can go and find a group of students that you feel comfortable with, and you can study there, you can be mentored there, you can socialize there, just a place to hang out. And it's in our central gathering area, the Cub. So that's a fun thing to do. We also have Pac-12 sports, which I forgot to mention. Oh, this is so exciting. We have a big football stadium right on campus, and during home football games, we love to root for our home team. And our colors are crimson and gray. So on home games, you'll see just a stream of crimson and gray heading to the stadium so that we can all root for our football team. But we also like to root for our men's basketball, women's volleyball, and all of our Pac-12 sporting events. We also have a full range of fraternities and sororities, if you're interested in that. That's a brotherhood or a sisterhood for life. And we have a lot of athletic-based clubs as well. But college can be expensive, but I want to let you know we have over 750 scholarships that you can apply for in a very streamlined manner. Now, if this sounds interesting to you, you could apply. We open up our application in August. And you have the whole senior year to decide which college you want to go to. Our deadline is January 31st, but you can start in August. And I have to tell you, we do not look for the SAT or the ACT anymore. So we just fill out your application. We need your unofficial high school transcript. And then I have probably the best news you're going to hear. No admission essay. For a top tier major research institution. We felt sorry for you guys. We're like, do we really need to know your favorite novel of all time? Nah, just send us your transcripts. Let's see what you're doing in school. So it's a very easy process to apply. When you come to campus, you do need to live in the resident hall. This is a picture of one. We have 20 different resident halls to choose from, different dining plans, dining halls, all of that. We want you to visit us virtually because we're not open for campus visits right yet. Hopefully we will be in the summertime, but that hasn't been confirmed yet. But come find out more information about our campus. You can go to visit.wsu.edu to find out more about WSU in Pullman. And here is our contact information. So once again, please reach out to your representative at rep.wsu.edu and sign up for a one-on-one appointment. Thank you. Go Cougs.
Thank you very much, Washington State University. And our final presentation for this session will be from St. Martin's University.
All right. Hi, everybody. All right. Perfect. Hopefully everyone can see my presentation. My name is Michael. I am an admissions counselor at St. Martin's University, and just one of the admissions counselors in our amazing office to work with any students applying to our university. So a little bit about St. Martin's. We are a smaller private Catholic affiliated university. Probably one of the most popular questions that I get is, do I have to be Catholic to be a student here? And the answer is no. We don't require students to be Catholic or any specific religion to study here. This is such a supportive and upbringing community that we bring students in from all kinds of different backgrounds. We are in Lacey, Washington, so a little geography. We are super close to Olympia, Washington, which is the state capital of Washington State. And we're just in the middle of the two major cities of Seattle and Portland, Washington. Our campus in itself, even though we are a smaller community, we have a very large campus of 380 acres of land. That's not all covered by buildings, so there's a lot of nature walks and trails to check out, even some ponds that are really, really beautiful to just walk around during maybe like your lunchtime. So definitely an amazing, definitely Pacific Northwest experience. Get all 4 seasons over here, so it's definitely an amazing opportunity to just explore the outdoors and be one with nature. We have a very tight-knit community here. We really push our students to connect, to grow, and learn during their time at St. Martin's. We have small classroom sizes here, so you will definitely get to know your professor and they will get to know you. Average classroom sizes pre-COVID were 20 to 30, and with COVID happening right now, those classroom sizes are only shrinking, and we were able and are still able to hold in-person, hybrid, and some online courses for students as of last fall. And our goal this fall is to have everything at least. Of course, face masks are required, and we're making sure that we are not adding to the spread of COVID-19. So we're definitely making sure that you are staying safe and healthy during your time here. There's so many opportunities to grow in your leadership skills and really to become a strong presence on campus. There's student government, there's so many clubs to join that you can be a part of, all student led as well. So definitely in this smaller community, you will have the opportunity to get involved in literally anything that you're interested in. Our Campus Life office hires students to be event coordinators. So if you've never planned an event before, this is your opportunity to learn how to budget and learn how to put on an event. It's a really cool opportunity to just kind of do a lot of growth and learning in that sense. And again, we have small classroom sizes, so your professors will know you, and you might actually even be able to conduct real-life research with a faculty member, and even have the possibility of getting published in a scientific journal, depending on the program that you're in. So lots of opportunities. For sure, we have a 12-to-1 student to faculty ratio, so we have a lot of faculty able to serve our students and be that resource for you. Our students have a voice here on campus. More than half of our student body identifies as Black, Indigenous, or person of color, which is just amazing that we can represent and serve so many underrepresented students of color. We have an amazing program called the AHANA Mentor Program. So if you are a student of color and you want to get a little head start and move in early to campus, a few days before other students move in your first year, this is an amazing opportunity for you to get paired up with a mentor and really get that experience and that transition to college, make it a little easier and kind of just like enjoy hanging out with people and starting to make some connections. We have affinity spaces located all across campus. We have a great diversity and equity center that hosts a lot of our cultural-based clubs. One of my favorite cultural-based clubs is our Huio Hawaii Club. We have a lot of Pacific Islander students on campus, but we also have clubs such as the Black Student Union, Latinx Student Alliance, the Filipino Heritage Club, Asian Student Alliance Club, lots of cultures represented on our campus, which is just so amazing. And there's so much opportunities to learn about other people's foods and songs and dance, and it's a really beautiful just melting pot of different ideas, cultures, and religions on campus. So definitely one of my favorite parts of St. Martin's. Campus housing we offer for students as well, so definitely living on campus is amazing. We do ask that you live on campus your first 2 years, unless you live within 30 miles of our campus, and then you can be a commuter. But parking is free. If you want to bring a car on campus your first year, that is completely free to get your car registered. That is probably one of the coolest things. And there's plenty of parking available for all students and visitors too. So little cool aspect of living on campus. And by the way, all the rooms come with a microwave and a mini fridge. So not to brag, but if you want to like bring some leftovers from the cafeteria, you can always put that in your fridge and heat it up at another time. Here are all the programs or majors, at least, that we offer. We are a liberal arts university, so we have a whole list of minors as well that you can choose from. But you can kind of make your degree how you want it to be. You can major in one thing, minor in the other, if you think that can help you into what career you're interested in. For example, if you want to major in biology and minor in criminal justice, that can definitely get you into like that forensics piece. If you're like interested in working in the FBI, that's definitely probably the best combination of majors that you can get into. We have some great new programs. We have 29 and counting, as we like to say, so we're always adding new ones. Our nursing program is brand new, but very competitive as well. And we have a brand new nursing education center, which is just has the most state-of-the-art nursing equipment. And one of our newest is our women, gender, and ethnic studies major as well. So lots of great things to learn here on campus. Scholarships is huge as well, and your admissions counselor will really be your biggest resource in helping you to figure out your financial aid award and any additional institutional based scholarships that we offer. But every single student upon admissions receives a merit scholarship, which is stackable on every single other scholarship that we offer here. So lots of great opportunities to learn about how to fund your education and make the tuition costs as affordable as possible. We are committed to your success as a student, not only during your time here at St. Martin's, but especially afterwards and when you're leaving us. 90% of our graduates are placed within 6 months of graduating. What placed means, it's kind of like a funny word. It's pretty much just finding a job or going on to grad school that aligns with your major. So that is an amazing opportunity. I think the national average for graduates is 76% find a job within 6 months. So we're definitely ahead of the curve, but we're only trying to increase that as well. Our Career Center is rolling out this brand new program called the Saints Promise. It's an amazing 4-year career readiness program that'll help you get ready to apply for jobs when you graduate. If you complete the program all 4 years, there's just a couple requirements to complete, like check-ins every year. You're actively looking for a job when you graduate. 6 months later, still nothing, you're still looking. We're going to give you the option to either get a guaranteed 3-month paid internship or a semester's worth of master's courses at no charge. So definitely a nice safety blanket, safety net for you to get some extra time, some extra money to keep looking for a job. All right, here's our application checklist. And by the way, our application is completely free. There's no fee attached. We'll ask for a personal essay, high school transcript, and a letter of recommendation. We are optional, test free for admissions, so we don't need your SAT or ACT test score. And any Running Start transcripts that if you've done any college credits would be great. But yeah, we take a very holistic review of your application, so definitely if you have a part-time job or did any community service, please include that in your application because that could potentially get you the chance to earn a higher merit scholarship upon your admissions decision. So please list anything, any clubs that you've been a part of in high school, literally anything. I always say there's never too much information that you can put into your application. So here's the link down below if you are interested in applying, but our application does open August 1st for this next year in fall 2022. Some changes due to COVID. We will be in person this fall. So again, that's just an amazing opportunity being a smaller campus community. And we offer virtual and in-person campus visits. So please come check out our campus and step foot on campus if you're interested, and you'll still be able to earn that $500 visit award for coming to campus. Here's my information. Just take a quick screenshot if you ever want to reach out to me, but this should be my contact information and I'd be more than happy to connect with you. But thank you so much for listening about St. Martin's.
Thank you very much, St. Martin's, and thank you again to all of our panelists. We do have time remaining, so attendees, if you have any additional questions, please do drop them into the Q&A. While we're waiting to see what questions come in, when we can do a round or two of questions here ourselves. So I would pose the following question to you. What's one thing you did not have time to include in your presentation that you'd like to cover now? Perhaps your favorite event or tradition on campus, a fun fact about your school, etc. We'll start with Clark.
Great, thank you. I'd like to share about our foundation scholarship application at Clark College. We give away $500,000 in scholarships twice a year with that scholarship application. It opens up in the spring and winter. So since we have students starting at all different times at Clark, you'll have access to it at both times. It's one application for a whole bunch of different scholarships. And the main requirement is that you have a 2.5 GPA, either at high school or if you've collected any college credits, we'll be looking at that GPA. But that's my recommendation, is the foundation scholarship application.
Great, thank you. Washington State.
So I want to talk about some more fun things because I like to talk about fun. Our students love to do outdoor recreation. We have an outdoor recreation center where we have trips and we provide the transportation, the equipment, everything for a very, very low cost. Our most popular one is kayaking down the Snake River at dusk. And it costs $29 and it covers your equipment and your transportation to and fro the Snake River. But our students love to go hiking, fishing, kayaking. Second most popular is paddleboarding, snowshoeing, just everything outdoorsy. So we just have lots of opportunities for students.
Thank you. St. Martin's.
Yeah, I wanted to touch on our engineering program. It's one of our most popular and most academically driven programs and very recognized. Our civil engineering students actually participate in a concrete canoe competition. So they compete with other schools across in the Pacific Northwest area and build a concrete canoe, and they actually put it on water and it has to float and it has to have all these different requirements to it, and they actually take it out on the Puget Sound, which is just crazy that concrete can float. Like, I've never thought that was possible, but if you're an engineering major, you're definitely going to get put to the test, and you're going to have to try to create a floating concrete canoe. So
That's an interesting event and a fun fact that I did not know about concrete. Thank you. Last question. What is one piece of advice you have for a student going through the college search process? Clark?
Yeah, that's a good question. As the world starts to open up and our schools have opportunities for you to come visit us, I highly recommend that you go visit the campuses that you are considering. It's the best way to make sure that you feel like you fit in culture there and you see yourself represented, and that you can start envisioning yourself as a college student on that campus. It's a very helpful tool. There's a lot we can do virtually, but campus tours are a little harder to do virtually. So we hope you'll come visit us.
Thank you. Washington State, and you're also welcome to quickly address the question that came in for you through the Q&A as well.
Marketing major, yes, absolutely. We have 9 business majors and marketing is one of those. It's one of our top 3 most popular business majors. My favorite thing about the marketing major is we have a marketing lab. We have a computer that has a camera that measures the nanoseconds that the eyeball looks at the different parts of the web page. So yes, it's a wonderful major. My biggest recommendation is reach out to your representatives, your admission counselors. This is our job. We love to help you, walk with you through the process. We can also sometimes save you some money if you need help with the admissions, the cost for the application, or just getting into the campus, the enrollment fee. So we can help you with that. So reach out to your admission counselor no matter what college you're going to. And then one last little practical advice, set up a separate email account now so that you can, for all your FAFSA information, all your college applications, so you can have them all in one spot and you can keep it away from everything else, and your parents can get into there without invading your privacy. That's it.
Thank you. St. Martin's.
yeah, a piece of advice, take a deep breath. It might get a little anxious thinking about colleges and applications and all of that. But yeah, just kind of stick to some of the deadlines and just try to remember those, and know that admissions counselors are here to help you. August 1st is usually August, beginning of your senior years, when you can start applying to schools. October 1st is the start of FAFSA. So starting your FAFSA application so that you can get your financial aid from the state and federal level. And you'll have to do that every single year. That's something nobody told me when I was a student. So definitely FAFSA will be an every year type of thing to keep getting financial aid.
Yes, nobody does tell you that when you start school. So thank you for sharing that. Thank you again to all of our panelists. Thank you to all of our attendees as well. If you take away one thing from the session, it is reach out to your admissions counselors. They are here to help you, to answer your questions, and to help you guide you through the process. But this does bring us to the end of our session. Before we do close out this session, just a few quick housekeeping items. The first is that you will receive a very quick 4-question survey. So we do ask that you please complete that after you close this window. And about 1 week from today, a recording of this session will be available on that same registration website. But thank you again to everybody for joining us today, and good luck in your college search. Have a great day.